Okay, so here we are at the third day of the polyphasic sleep experiment. As you probably noticed, Diego isn't here. It's because he had to help out a good friend of his who's living quite far away, so he had to stay at his parents' house, and we didn't spend the night together, which was quite different from the other nights. But it was less hard than I thought it would be, because I came home at 11:30, did my nap, and then two of my friends decided to stay over at my place, so they arrived at that time by public transport, and then they stayed up with me till my next nap at 3:30 a.m. So that was really nice, and it helped a lot, because nighttime is, to me, really the worst time of polyphasic sleep, definitely, by far. As soon as the light goes out, everything goes terrible. It's a really nice thing that there's a festival going on in this town. So like around 10 o'clock I've always got things to do, things to watch. That's really nice. And then I have my first nap in the night, and after that everything is like a big challenge. So it was really nice that they helped me out with one of them. I even tried watching a movie and it went better than I'd expected. But at the end of the movie I felt I should stop looking at the screen because I was really falling asleep. So didn't really follow the movie, wasn't really interesting anyway. I don't think I'm going to watch anything, not anything that's longer than 10 minutes. Because it's, just gets you sleepy. So after my 3 a.m. nap, it went pretty alright. I got up immediately, was really glad with it because I overslept yesterday at that time. And then I did feel tired, but really not as terrible as yesterday. I should probably tell about yesterday first. Yesterday was really, really wacky. We woke up, Diego and I. Well, I don't know whether Diego woke up. I just... I told you yesterday. I remembered trying to get up and then being awake on the floor all of a sudden. And then we taped our video. And after that we decided to go outside to get a bit more awake. And it was like the weirdest walk I've ever had. We went somewhere a bit quiet place, and I just couldn't keep my eyes open. And when I'm looking back at it, I don't know whether I was asleep actually. I mean, I was walking, but I was all the time just going around, and then all of a sudden I was in the side of the road or going into the bushes, and I hadn't really control about my walking sheen. It was really funny because Diego just walked out in a straight line, and then I came like woo, and it was really weird. But the weirdest thing that happened was when we were walking and I was looking at the meadow that was next to it, and there were some little bushes in it. And in one of them I saw a man sitting, and I mean, really detailed image of him. I can still remember it. He wore a yellow shirt with green stripes, like a football shirt. And I remember that I thought, oh man, Loes, you have to walk straight. He might think you're drunk or something. Try to act normal. And then I walked past it, and then I looked back to see if he was still looking at us. And he wasn't there anymore. So I called Diego, like, where the hell did he go? And then realized that it was just my imagination and I was hallucinating or something. And it was really funny because I've never had that before, and I really thought it was real. It looked so damn real. And then after it I realized that he was not really in the bushes, but like really getting through the bushes. Like the bushes were in him, like he was transparent or something, not solid, you know? So that was really weird. And yeah, so I guess I'm really sleep deprived. But that was when I was really having no faith in polyphasic sleep, thought it was all bullshit, never going to work out. Then I had my like 8 a.m. sleep in the morning, And after that, everything was going so much better, you know. So I cycled home for like half an hour, took a shower, and then drank a lot of water, like 2 liters or something maybe. And it made me realize that I just need to drink more water. Don't know if it has to do with the polyphasic sleep, but I think it's best to like drink a liter of water every time I wake up from a nap. So that would be like 6 liters of water in total in a day, and it's like, wow, amazingly much. I used to drink 1.5 or something, so it was really strange. But I feel that helps me with staying awake, so that's a good thing to remember. Yeah. I sort of miss Diego. It's so much more fun with him. But I'm at a really nice spot right now. I went there as soon as the sun came up. I call it something like Meditation Island. It's just a city place with, yeah, empty meadows. But you can really see nice sunset from here. I mean, sunrise. And yeah, it's nice here. It's easy to stay awake when you're here. So, big failure of today was that I woke up at 4 o'clock and went okay, but then I was waiting for the sun to come up to go outside, because I don't really like it to go outside when it's still dark, and yeah, it depresses me. So I was waiting for that, and I was sitting on my couch, and I knew I was going to fall asleep if I wouldn't do anything. I felt really sleepy. I felt that my thoughts were going anywhere and getting weird, making no sense at all. And then I had these really aware moments where I realized that it was happening, and I didn't do a fuck. I just kept staying on the stupid couch, and then I fell asleep. Like when I was sitting, I think I didn't even lay down a bit or something. I just was sitting straight like this and falling asleep. And when I woke up, it was more light. So I slept for half an hour. I'm really grateful that I woke up by myself by that time. I'm also really grateful that I haven't had much great oversleeping. So I had that 1 hour yesterday at 4 a.m. And at 7 a.m. yesterday I also slept for like 10 minutes because I was stupid enough to think I could lay on the ground. You know, the really harsh ground that doesn't lay nice. Well, it's good enough to fall asleep on, I can promise you that. But the good thing about that was that I remember having a dream, so that means I had to hit REM, so that's a good process, I think. I also hit REM at my 4 a.m. nap this morning. I remember after 10 minutes I woke up because I had such terrible nightmare. I was at the room I was sleeping in, and there were all these really wacky alien child with their gaze in their eyes, and they were coming in my room, and they all sort of wanted to celebrate it that I was a real polyphasic sleeper now, but they were just really creepy and freaking me out, and that was when I wake up. So I decided to just immediately go back to sleep because I had 10 minutes left. And it worked, immediately fell asleep. Yeah, I also find it really funny that there hasn't been a nap in which I haven't been sleeping. I've had naps where it took me like 10 minutes to fall asleep, or where I sleep less deep. But I always fell asleep, and I think it's because I started with sleep deprivation from the festival I was before. So I think that was really nice decision actually, because yeah, it's just nice to fall asleep when you're napping. So I think that was sort of all my progress. After today, I think it's most important to really have a lot of things to do, of course, but also to do a lot social stuff with friends, because it's always different with them. You feel like socially how do you call it? You have to stay awake, you know, because it's just awkward to fall asleep when everybody's there. So, and when you do fall asleep, everybody can wake you, and it's nice to relate a bit about everything and just have your attention drawn to stuff that people are saying instead of your own deprivation and your own shit. So that's a really good thing, and drinking a lot of water. Really lots of water. Yeah, I think it's just the nighttime that's the dangerous one. I don't see any problems coming forward now. Now that it's light, I'm really looking forward to it and just having nice days. And I do still feel sleep deprived, but it's the kind I can handle, you know? You can just sort of ignore it and live your life. But at night things get so worse and your whole mind is occupied with sleep deprivation and it's dark outside and man, there's no optimism down there. So I think that's really important. But I'm really glad that I had a good day yesterday. Is yesterday a good word? Yeah. Like during the daytime. Because at 4 a.m. I really felt like, man, polyphasic sleep isn't going to work. And now I feel like it probably will. I just have to keep trying, not oversleeping too much, which I'm doing. I'm feeling bad about it. So, see you tomorrow.